Peace to all the motherfucking guys and goddesses of Planet Kai. What the fuck going on, nigga? Real over rich over this motherfucker all day, you feel me? Peace to all the guys and goddesses coming on this motherfucker, you feel me? Whole lot of astro shit going on. I'm inviting a couple folks to this bitch. Nigga just got off the phone with these niggas. Send that shit to bruh. Peace to all the guys and guys. We in this motherfucking nigga on some real gangster shit, you know what I'm talking about? Free soul. I'm inviting all the guys to this bitch. Yeah. I'm going live with a few guys in a minute or whatever. Peace Reflection, I see you in this motherfucker. Zach Chosen, I see you in this motherfucker. Ari Vache, I see you in this motherfucker. Al PJ Jr. 15, I see you in this motherfucker, nigga. We in this bitch together, nigga. I got God on this motherfucker, nigga. We in this bitch. I see you. Guys supposed to pop up on this motherfucker. Damn, God, they ain't letting you. Okay. I'm accepting it. Okay.
Peace to the gods and goddesses. My nigga Lou-Caine, what's good with you, Reflection?
You know, we stay in this bitch. We made this bitch. I ain't never leaving this bitch.
Thanks.
And we got them folks on this motherfucker, nigga.
I'm already knowing, G. They on this bitch looking. Hey, hold on. I'm trying to make sure because I know a few guys gonna join the live. So see if you got any requests.
I saw yours, P. Jane, J, and this motherfucker. J be about to beat a nigga ass, ready to put that fuck on the folks. Oh, there we got another request. Okay, tell God over this motherfucker, nigga. Bro, got the
Hey, I'm gonna go outside actually, okay? Open the tent. Okay, sir. Get my gun. We back up on this bitch. Yes, sir. Boy, they ended, bro. I didn't even tell you, bro. They ended our last live, God. I told him. You told him? I only get an hour on my shit, God. That's crazy. I only get 1 hour. They did me like they did Rashad. They gave me 1 hour. That's crazy.
And then I skirt off.
They be making y'all skirt off on that, huh? Yeah. How I'm feeling though? What y'all want to talk about, man? You know me, I'm always ready for that God talk.
I had in my head, God, I was gonna title this motherfucker, "Who Are You, We, and Us?"
That's what I'm. We and us. Damn. So I would say.
And we crystal over this bitch, know what I'm talking about? Whole lot of cosmic shit.
I would say
we doing
the you, right? Because you, when I say you, we think about the individual that we are. Who are you? But the individual that you think you are is still connected to the us. So I would say you is all three of them comes back like a trinity. You know what I'm saying? Because you said who are we, you, and us. Them all three of them would be the same thing. We make a trinity. You know what I'm saying? So like,
hey, they kicked me off there.
That's
crazy. Take me off live.
Yeah, I would say it will all be the same aspect of what we are, which is simply I am that I am, which is just a big life force. Hey, what would you say though, Lou-Caine? What's your thought on that, God?
You the word you your own universe. Let's say I ask you, who are you? You have no things, you feel me? Your own universe. I ask you, I am. I may ask you, what's your name, God? Who are you? I am that I am, and what I'm not, I will never be. You feel me? Cosmic greeting type shit. That's really what it is type shit. And we got them folks on this motherfucker. Shout out to the motherfucking guys and goddesses on this business. We really
shout out.
Peace, Ashay. Abundance to each and every man and woman.
Hey, what's your perspective on that, Jamel? He said, go ahead and tell him, Lou-Caine, what you was basically saying.
Who are you? We and us. Who are you? God, goddesses. Who are you?
Who are we? We are the all. We are the all. Like, I want to say we are each and every one of us are multi-dimensional gods. First, that came from the eternal flame. We all hold that flame within inside of us. It's the soul. The soul is everything. Everything came from that spark. If it wasn't because of that spark, that flame that you have within inside of your soul, is the entire it made up the entire physical plane, made up the entire whole cosmos, carbon, plasma energy, dark matter energy. It's the mother of all building blocks. The mother of it, the root. And that's what we are at source. That's why we have the ability to tap into everything, all aspects of nature, and each and every experience there is. There's an infinite amount of experiences. And with that being said, you can tap into those infinite amount of experiences. But a wise one always know that that's up. That's why we say we know that we don't know it all. See what I'm saying? You gotta tap into the information. We have the ability to tap into it. You gotta open up the file. We all have the files. You gotta open them up.
We kept receipts, nigga. Well, y'all came this motherfucking invaded. Kept the receipts.
Facts.
That shit.
Hey, back to your question, God. I would say, you know, because you said who are we, you, and us. Shit, I was just gonna say all this
nature.
Yeah.
You know,
nature.
Right now, G, I'm in the process of you know, healing. And as I'm healing, you know, I'm glad you asked that question because, like, you know, I've been sleeping in nature for about 4 days now. I haven't ate nothing in 5 days, literally. So I haven't ate in like 5 days. So it's like, as I'm sitting here listening to y'all and listening to nature, it's like it's all come back to one. You know what I'm saying? Back to what God was saying in the scientific way, like, or in the metaphysical way, in the quantum physical way. See, according to quantum physics, we will be all connected to the quantum realm. But how are we all connected to the quantum realm, but yet we perceive the quantum realm from our own separate ego? Well, that will be because even though we all come from the quantum realm and we are all connected, we still have a perception of ourselves, which would be considered like another type of ego. So you have two versions of the ego. I would say you have the ego that just think it's self. Then you got another ego that knows it's separate but knows it's one at the same time. So that would be
the pace reflections.
And that would be the transformation of the ego into going into. So first you have the ego, right? First you become aware of yourself that you are you, right? You think you are yourself. Then the ego evolves, right? And then the ego starts to have the idea that, hold on, maybe I'm just connected to everything around what I am. So then the ego goes into the second phase of realizing that it's connected to everything. Then the third phase will be what we call death, but it isn't really death. The ego dies. So what you think you are dies because you have to die and to go into reality. You have to die and to go into truth, you know? Because, like, for example, I might see myself separate from this phone, from this gun, from these trees, from this plant, and from the matrix going on over there outside of nature. But at the end of the day, if this all wasn't part of me, or I don't even say me, if this all was a part of my being, I would not be able to perceive it. For y'all not to be a part of my being, I would not be able to perceive y'all. So it all goes back to one mind, one monadic mind. And it all goes back to one monadic mind. So therefore, you will die. and not literally die like your physical avatar, meaning your ego would die, your separate mind would die, because you will go into the infinite potential, you will go into the infinite reality, which many are scared of, which this is why we fear death, because they teach us in school everything, the universe is forever expanding and growing, but we won't be here, but the universe will keep going. Well, if we come from the substance, the scientific substance of the universe, how can the universe keep going but we die? No, we just simply transform into the new thing that the universe wants us to be, the infinite mind wants us to be. So therefore, death would be the death of your ego, because you're going to change, because energy can't die, it's just going to be transmuted. So what dies is your perception of yourself, if that makes sense. Hopefully I ain't lose nobody, but like, that's why I'm going back to you, we, and us will all be the same thing. But the you, I would say the you is the ego saying that, oh, you know what I'm saying? Because you think you just you. Then the we will be the mind gathering together. Then the us will be us uniting into the one mind. Y'all feel me, bro? Hopefully I'll make sense.
I feel you, man. Hey, this is my other page too, Free Soul, just so y'all don't think it's weird.
I
this
got you. I'm not say less.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my, I guess, perspective on the you, we, and us. And I ain't gonna lie, Jamel helped me see that, because you started bringing in the dark matter energy and stuff. And we know that the dark matter energy is infinite. The dark matter energy is everything. And we hold the mitochondrial Eve gene. So we hold source within us. So we will be everything that we can perceive. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's why they have to attack your imagination, because them attacking the imagination is them putting you in an ego. So, you know, school is about trapping you inside an ego. Oh, this is what reality is, and only this works, and only this works. And like, if it's not this way, it's not, it can't be possible. And that's where limitation comes from, the ego. Me, for my individual being to think just because I haven't perceived something that's not real, that would be an ego, because that would be like a fish, right? A fish, I always go back to this saying, a fish is living in the water, and we're living in water too, but we are in a lighter water. We are in, I guess you could say, air, which is another form of water, which people don't know. So, you know, the fish does not know what's outside the water. So imagine if the fish was like, it's nothing outside the water. Well, that would be a false reality. That would be a sense of ego, thinking that it knows, because Mr. Fish, you are in the ocean, or should I say sea, and you can't see what's outside of the sea. So how can you think you know what's outside the sea if you never seen it? You know what I'm saying, y'all? So it's like, we have to look at ourselves as fish in the ocean. And the fish don't know that it's crocodiles up here, it's cars up here, it's buildings up here, it's planes up here. Nigga, if a plane drop in the ocean, the fish looking at that like, what the fuck? That's outside the fish's reality. When we go when a human being goes scuba diving, the fish like, oh, alien, that's a UFO to the fish. So it's like, what do we know what's outside of here?
And bro, just to add on to what you're saying, I ain't gonna even be too long, but just what's on my head. So imagine how rare that makes the ones that's awoken. Imagine how rare that makes the ones that know of other. You feel me? And outside of this realm. You know what I'm saying? Imagine how chosen we really are, because just like you said in your analogy, the fish don't know of other. So for the fish to know of other in an ocean and know that there's more, that makes them very unique, bro. And so unique, it makes them isolated. You get what I'm saying? So for us to know what's outside of this and who we truly are and where we come from, bro, that's why it's only a few. That's why it's only so many, bro, because it's hard to break that first initial contact and spell. You know what I mean?
Facts.
I want to add on, God. Back with what you said about the realms. Everything is just a perspective. It's a change in perspective from each and every angle. Everything goes back to sacred geometry. So those fish not being able to see what's going on above, or, you know, past what they're able to live outside of, they don't know about it. But a lot of the advanced species does. You feel me? But just like on top, you got some of the gods and goddesses who tapped in. Some of them not. They not. They sleep still. You feel what I'm saying? But not everybody is just like not everybody is a medium for the ancestors. Not like we all different in a way. But a lot of us may have the same traumas. You feel what I'm saying? But we experience stuff in different ways. So that goes back to your perspective on how you feel me, came up or whatever the case may be. But it's the same with the realms. Just think of it on a higher metaphysical scale, and think of it like a sacred codex on perspective changing. Once you look at it like that, and you get to playing with certain frequencies, and knowing like, cause like if you know certain parts of the planet emits certain frequencies, right? And I want to say up in like the northern region, the mother Gaia vibrates at 7.8 hertz. 7.8 hertz. And down in the southern, the like going down south, present day south, is like a little bit lower than that, but not too much. That is very, very low, y'all. And if y'all's cat like whatever you think, you just send out ripple effects out there. And if you attracting what you putting out, that's how your life is gonna go. You see what I'm saying? But it's all based on the experience. And you know you got certain obstacles anyway when you trying to do that as well. Like the fucking government don't want your ass know about this shit. That's why it's a cults out there. They be using universal law against every single one of us. And if y'all like sacred geometry and gematria goes hand in hand, a little like almost hand in hand. But gematria, y'all, like y'all can find out a lot of shit. Like if y'all do it for yourselves, you can play with numbers in your head, your damn self. And the one thing, like I want to say, how I do my gematria is, like I don't count any zeros. See what I'm saying? It's no number higher than 9. Whatever number I get on like a particular birthday or anything, you add all them shits up. Add them up and add them up and add them up until you get a single number. You see what I'm saying? And then you could take another date or on something else, on how many letters is in your name or some shit like that. I'm telling y'all be surprised on how much shit y'all can find out just about y'all in general.
Facts. For sure. I wanna add on to what y'all was saying too. Like in ways, perspective. It can be perception based, whatever. We have to have like an ego for necessary balance. You feel me? To like know who have a point of where you are in this shit and where you be. And I should say, you can build from where you are, but first you gotta realize like where you are, who you are, what you doing, what's going on around you, and all that shit. But once you had that perception, like, sure enough, when you catch your ego, hey, am I in my ego? But we have to know we have it first. Ego also be a part of your personality. Like, you may feel like what you doing, I may be a little bit of an asshole, but that's just who the fuck you are. You feel me? Like, it's just who the fuck you is. Everybody ain't nice. You feel me? Everybody, you feel me? Just a little.
Ella, I wanted to. It's crazy, bro. I actually wasn't gonna say this on the live, but like God just brought up something that made my soul have to speak on this, bro. Cause like God just hit a crucial point. He literally did. Cause like he just said you have to have like sometimes in certain situations you gotta have the ego, right? And why is that? Well,
Yeah,
everything
you
like
gotta balance.
he said balance, bro. I love that he said that because you know I feel like beings miss this in all universes. Beings miss this in all realities. So this is what any extraterrestrials watching this is for you too. You know what I'm saying? Because like sometimes they be feeling like, oh, they enslaved on planet Kai. What can I learn from them? Shit, you can still learn a lot from mine.
Right.
Everything is duality. So what does that mean? Everything comes in two pairs. So what they didn't teach us in school or in this watered down mathematical system is that 2 is a master number and 4 is a master number. So it's 9. So what's your master numbers? 11, 22, 11, 22, 33, 4, 2, and 9. That's 6 master numbers. The power of the 3, 6, and 9.
For sure.
What they did not teach you, I'm going to repeat that again. 11, 11, 22, 33, 4, 4, 9, and 2. Them are your 6 master numbers. And you have 3, 6, and 9, which is the key to the cosmos. Now, I want to go back to the master number 2. Why is 2 a master number? Because everything has 2 sides. Everybody want to talk about, okay, well, you got to be one side or the other. No. Look. First of all, I get I don't judge homosexuals. I don't judge transgenders. You know what I'm saying? You whatever you want to do, whatever you want to be, go ahead and be. But it is not natural to switch from a male to a female because you need to have your duality. You were made a male because it's the balance of the cosmos. Because everything came from 2. Guess what started all life? Chromosomes. Chromosomes manifested themselves out of dark matter energy, which made the goddess. What do our goddesses have? XX. They have 2 X chromosomes. Okay, let's go deeper. What's so important about the X chromosome? It started all life. Okay, how is an X even made? An X is made from two 45-degree angles. 2 45-degree angles being opposite from each other, not parallel.
Yeah.
Because if they was parallel, they'll go this way. So it's 2 45-degree angles going yin and yang, masculine, feminine, good, evil, hitting each other at the middle. But at the middle, so look, let's go deeper. 2 45-degree angles going from left to right in a duality way will make an X. Then the X has 4 points. Okay, them 4 points are your 4 corners of everything.
And my boy.
Okay. Now, these 4 corners, see, it's 4 corners of the world. It's 4 corners in a pyramid. It's four corners in a motherfucking square. Why? Why is that so important? Because 4 would equal up into 100%. What we perceive, but there is no such thing as 100%, so it's actually 1. Okay, so 2 45-degree angles going opposite from each other, reflecting each other in a duality way, will be actually 4. Oh, okay, so look, my bad, y'all. I'm trying to like bring it down to this physical. So, what is 45 plus 45? Somebody please answer that for me. 90. I just told you 2 opposite the 45-degree angles moving left to right will make a X. A X is completion. Why? Because it equals out to 90. There is no such thing as 90. It will equal out to actually 9.
Mm-hmm. Zero
Now,
don't count.
how is the Y made? Because they say our goddesses have two X chromosomes, and we have an X and Y. When the goddesses made us, all they simply did was remove 25% of the X chromosome. But we know there's no such thing as 25, so it would actually be 2.5. Okay? When you take away 2.5% of the X chromosome, you're going to get a Y. What is a Y? A Y is an X missing one of its legs. It's an X defected by 2.5%, which will give you 3 points.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So now, and there go your 3. And remember, 3, 6, and 9. So y'all have to realize the way we are made, right? It's in a duality way. So, for example, I'm doing my sole purpose by being on the righteous side. Another reflection will be doing its sole purpose by being on the negative side. That isn't good or bad. That's the balance of the cosmos. But look, check it out. People who can't understand this information will be like, that's contradiction. You said there's no right or wrong, but you said there's duality. Let me further enlighten you. Yes, there is no right or wrong, because when right and wrong goes against each other, it's the balance of duality. So you being on the wrong side would not be bad to me. I just know you're on the other side of the duality. Just like the X moving this way and the other X going this way from 245-degree angles make the fucking X chromosome that holds all of us within it. Imagine if they was going the same way like this. We would be parallel. But we weren't made that way. We were made to reflect each other in a duality way. Y'all feel me? So I just wanted to give y'all that, man.
That's a fact. That's a law, and that's a law of nature. That's a law of nature.
Yeah,
you see that everywhere.
It must be 2 of everything. Like a nigga, I can go buy a pair of motherfucking Nike flip-flops, nigga. One Nike flip-flop is a god. One Nike flip-flop is a goddess.
Fast. So, like, it's crazy, man, because, like, they trying to attack, like, I see this a lot. A lot of the goddesses, right, are starting to find out that they are the ultimate creator. So I had a goddess tell me all men need to be reborn as a woman for we could go back to just having goddesses. Well, you made us.
That doesn't work.
Why did you make us? Because we made your creation complete. We made the balance of the cosmos. Without us gods, there is no balance of the cosmos.
Yeah. We are here to protect Earth. But you have to be able to take our lead. Like shit. You gotta know that we the ones that can do this shit. Where's the duality in that?
The duality in masculine and feminine. Ooh, I'm on your ass. Wait, is that a serious?
Just said, because you remember, like dick and pussy, just to be blamed with that shit. You remove one part, you feel me? And it's still the same. It's still part of the same deity, still part of the same person or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But it's just one lesser thing. You feel? It's
real. See, and that's how
rich, real. We do that. We do all that.
That's how they learn how to do these transfers of sex and shit like that. You feel me? Because they knew of what Free Soul was already talking about. You know what I'm saying? So that's how they learned to, if we cut this off and move this clit and different shit like that, we could try to make him a man. We could try to, you know what I'm saying? It's not naturally, but that's how they learn to do that shit, bro.
And this is how you know it doesn't go with the balance of the cosmos. Because I hear a lot of guys say this. Oh, I might be a male in my physical avatar, but in my soul, I'm a goddess. Let me further enlighten you. that cannot be possible, because then if your soul is a goddess, when your dick get changed to a pussy, you should be able to give birth to new species, new life. Why, when your dick get changed to a pussy, you still can't have a baby for 9 months? Because your soul is not a divine feminine source.
Exactly. Hey, I heard that shit too, bro. And I ain't even gonna speak on the name, but that shit crazy.
So it's like, I'm a further enlighten y'all where that comes from. You have to realize, because I remember this clearly. The way the chromosomes mix together, the way the X, to have two pair of X chromosomes, that's a form of astral sex. For chemical compounds to mix together, for chemical combustions to happen, for chemical composures to mix together, that's a form of astral sex. What is sex? They made us think about sex in a perverted way, but if you think about it scientifically, sex will be mixing chemicals, mixing genetics. So when I have sex with my goddess, I'm mixing my chromosomes. She's mixing her hormones. I'm mixing my amino acids with her. So we are becoming one. And this is where people say, okay, you have a soul tie when you have sex with somebody, because then when you connect with that person, you taking a piece of their astral body. You are now making a new new basically chromosomes, right? This is where your mixed people come from. So look, y'all have to realize this. Back to what I was saying. When the goddesses made us, right? You know, we all know that they were here first. So to my gods who think they have a female in them, I'm gonna tell you where you getting this from. Our goddesses was here first. And then they started doing eugenics. Okay, we know what eugenics is now. It's cloning. Okay, well, when she cloned her cells, when she cloned her chromosomes and stuff, that was still a form of astral sex, because certain chromosomes and certain chemical compounds have to come together and bind together. When something bind together, that's astral sex. Okay, so then remember, the goddesses made us from their genetics. So when she took her genetics to make us, so if the 100, let's say if the first god, let's say if the 9th goddess had mixed with the, let's say 117 soul, I would have the 9th goddess in me because I had sex with her. So yeah, I will be the 117 soul, but I had sex with the 9th goddess. So I will have her essence inside of me. So I get where that feeling is coming from, but I would not be her. I would just have her inside of me, because we have multiple ancestors inside of us. So we are our ancestors, but yet we are what we are in this present moment. We are not what we were in the past. We are the new. They are the past. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm everything that they are in this moment. So that would be the old. So that's the death, and I'm the new. I'm the rebirth. So I can't say I'm that in the past. I'm that which I am in this present moment. If hopefully that makes sense, man. I just be channeling y'all.
Hey, and that
But
cycle
yeah.
is ever growing. It don't stop.
Mm-hmm.
It's ever growing. It continues. It doesn't end. That's where you go. You're going back, when you go back into that mental state. That's where you begin to realize, oh yeah, this is infinite. It is eternal. This what we're doing now is ushering in the new. We are the past, the present, and the future at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So when you start to break it down and you receive it, you got to slow down. You have to slow down. Realize the fullness. Take in the potential. Be present. That's allowing you to set yourself back into freedom, into balance. These words are not just being spoken just because we want to have a good time. You have to ingest this. We are in a low plane right now. But there's two sides, like you said. Receive.
And I feel like we were remembering how to be. See, we've been taught how to think like cavemen, right? So we everywhere we think is from a limited point of view. This is why we kill. This is why we rob. This is why we steal. Because like we think that there is no room for more. We think it's not enough for everybody. That goes back to limitations. So like, you know, they train us to have this limited mind. So we can't perceive unlimited. We can't perceive infinity. So as we're growing into infinity, our brains are starting to crack the English language, because the English language was made to make you not perceive infinity. So what we're trying to do right now is describe infinity with caveman language. But Nayato, Rafaru, Famapayu, Ditari, Nanatu, Rifuma, Ekayata, Defubu. So basically, I'm saying it's impossible. This language was made to entrap us. So I have to go back to Hatashin, Nataru, Anu, Naki. All them are high vibrations. So like when we break this English language, that's gonna be another part of the rise, bro. When people are comfortable speaking these ancient cryptic codes out of their essence, right? So it's like, you know, when we speak, you have to realize anything you let out your mouth, your vocal cord, is a frequency. So it is not wrong. Yatu, Rafu, Ifu. Somebody calling me while I'm trying to speak. That's crazy. Ifu. Bye. We block all that. I share. Okay, so back to what I was saying. When you let out any form.
And you see how that shit.
They blowing him up.
They fuck with his shit. He go crazy. I say, God.
He probably about to disconnect, man.
Yeah.
It's all gravy.
Yeah, my phone ain't overheated that time.
See exactly what's about to look, but that's what it comes to when that knowledge begins to see. Look, when that knowledge begins to flow, when that knowledge truly begins to flow, hey, you can't. We said it earlier when we did the meditation.
Yeah.
When we did the meditation earlier, we're like, look, we gonna blow it down.
Now
you see, man.
Go back, like everything straight soon as nigga get off. That shit crazy. Nature's fucking with me so bad, I gotta go in a second. And then I can be right back though. Shit so crazy, man. But we, my bad, I ain't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead,
But it's like it's all about like understanding each other, like understand each other on a 3D level and higher than that. Know that the ancestors speak through you, like through your whole life. Like no matter what you done, the things that you said and think you didn't mean to say, it comes from a place, you feel me? Like it has to be released, you feel me? Like I say that to say unify, you feel me, with the guys and goddesses, you feel me? You see how this shit going on, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like the energy has to spread, like a unity consciousness is very vital right now.
Man. And operate out of love.
Yeah.
You gotta operate out of love, man. That's where the ascension comes in.
Hey,
we connect to these things.
I didn't even get to tell you, Lou-Caine, I appreciate you having me on here, bro. I ain't even Free Soul told me about you, told me join the live and shit. So good looking, bro. My name Yacker Israel, bro. So you too, Brody.
Peace. Reflection.
Yep.
Love.
On cosmic love, you know what I'm talking about? A whole lot of that, you feel.
You already know we in this together, man.
Yep, always. Look, to the vibration ride.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so.
And to the vibration ride, that's so gangster.
Hey, look, you know how we giving it up, baby?
To the vibration ride, to the world blow.
Oh, my soul. Look, That's how we give it up. Hey, look, send love and light your way. Anything y'all do, bro, just keep it above. Keep it righteous. Like any decisions you make, just keep it righteous. You know, you got that voice inside your head that's talking to you. Happy transcendence to Bob Marley. You got that voice inside your head that's talking to you. Listen to it.
We got to. Hey, we came a long way though, man. Like some of us is still killing each other. You get what I'm saying? Us being on here talking about this shit isn't normal, bro. Yeah. It's against the odds. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I got y'all back and I ain't never met y'all, bro. Like I'm talking about to a real level. I'm talking war.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm talking right there
is.
beside you, bro. So you already know, man. We locked in, bro. Whenever y'all get back on, I'ma hop on, bro. I ain't gonna hold you if you gotta make a move real quick.
Hey, it's 11 night. We gonna make it shake.
Yeah.
I say.
Yeah,
we gonna be fucking with this line.
Yeah.
But shit, peace to the guys and goddesses, you know. Till we get back in the energy gonna be right, you know. I say, peace.
Say love.
Yeah.